Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I'm so excited. Here we are in lockdown. It's a marvellous thing now that I have changed my mindset. It's lockdown for a reason, especially for someone like me, because it means that all the projects that are unfinished can finally be finished and I can share them with you. Now, I didn't think that any parcels would be arriving at my place, but they did. And I got from my friend Annie Sloan this new paint, and it's called Pearlescent Glaze. It has arrived at just the right time because I can use this glaze with the beautiful pearl essence to enhance and to glaze and to finish the work that has been lying around, as I said. Now, Annie said that it was a celebration because she's been in business for 30 years and she likes to just give little gifts at certain times, and she just thought that, well, I'm a girl who loves pearls. Here's my pearls. She knows I love pearls, and that I might be able to do something with this new glaze that she has formulated. So let us just get started. Little tip. You must make sure that whatever you're going to paint or put the glaze on, whether you're using a terracotta vase, whether it's going to be a glass bottle, whether you want to do some inlay work to give that illusion of bone, whether you want, whatever you want to do, and hold on, before I forget, if you want to use Annie's chalk paint, or you've got your own paints that you want to just give a luster to at the end of it, just please make sure that the surface that you are going to be painting on is smooth and clean and clear of dust, but there are exceptions to the rule. Now, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this, but this container here started off like this, and I thought, oh, what I'll do is I've just given this a coat with Annie's old white chalk paint, and then I thought I did 2 coats, and then I just sort of quickly just gave it a wee bit of a wee sand down. But because I don't know whether you will be able to see this, but because it wasn't pristine, smooth and clear, I can see my brush marks, and there were little tiny bits of roughness in here, and they have all shown through, so just be very mindful of that. The other thing I wanted to do was to try it on a pair of shoes. Now, these shoes are seriously way past their use-by date, and they really should have been binned, but they were leather shoes and they were still going. Now, Annie told me that you can use her chalk paint on anything and everything, so I thought, okay, well, I'll put it on these shoes, which I really love the effect. Now, I could have waxed those, but what I wanted to do was to apply the glaze over it, and the effect is just delicious. So I'll do some close-up photographs and show you these once I've finished. Now, this is what the wee gift that Annie sent me as well. It was this lovely little wee shell dish with the glaze over it, just so that I could see what it was like, which then got me thinking of what could I do with it. So I found, let me just get myself sorted out here. I'm very excited because there's lots of projects I want to finish. Now, I made these roses out of flour and water, so it's actually Play-Doh. So I thought, well, I could use that as my sort of, like, I've got projects that I want to do with this. So that's how it started off. And what I did was I put a nice coat of just the old white chalk paint over the top of those roses, and then I applied the pearlescence over the top. Oh, it's so cute and it's so beautiful. Now, I've also got these plates that I made ages and ages ago. Now, these are just paper mache. So that was a plate that I made out of paper mache. And I also made, this is another couple that I've made. So I've been waiting and wanting to know what I could do to finish those. So now with the glaze, I'll be able to use those. And I don't know what I was doing with that. That I think was going to be for flowers, but I haven't quite got to that yet. But now I can think of all the things that I can do with it. Now, let me just show you how this works. When you get it, give it a good shake, and then you need to give it a good stir to make sure that all the particles at the bottom have all come through the top, which I've done. I'll just wipe that off one moment. Okay. Now, when I did this here, because let's just go back a wee bit further. I'm all over the place because I'm so excited. With the Play-Doh roses or the flour, water and salt dough that I use, once I made them, you have to put them into a very long and slow oven so that they dry up, because you need them to be like really, really tinder dry. And oh, I do love that. I do love that. So anyway, this is the dish that I've got, and I just want you to know that when you look at this, the texture of this finished rose, it's quite sort of rough, but it lent itself, I thought, to putting the pearl over the top of it. So it does work a treat. Now, getting your brush, and I've got this bowl here. Oh, I found all these things that I've made and never finished. Now, this little dish here, I made that out of the air dry clay, and you'll find the recipe on how to make that. And once I'd done it, before I put it around a bowl, I put a doily over the top of it, and then I rolled that firmly into it so that I got this lovely texture on the outside. So I'm really interested to see what this looks like. Okay, so it's just a matter of putting that into there. It's quite sort of gluggy, almost like how can I explain it? Well, it's like a gummy stuff. It's like my soap, liquid soap that I make. But it's just a matter of, and in the instructions that Annie sent me, she said that you need to put on 2 coats, and make sure that the surface that you are painting on is free of dust and any bits that might fall off, just like when you're doing any kind of painting. But I really love, as I said before, it's best that your surface, to get the full effects, like this lovely smooth one here, that gives that really lovely lustrous pearlescence that you would get on a pearl. But on this, I was really keen to see just what that would look like. And between you and I just need you to know that I absolutely love the effect that I'm getting there. So 2 coats, let it dry in between each coat, and you are ready to go. Now, for something like this bowl here, this is another one of my paper mache bowls, and I've just layered over the outside of it some doilies, and then where I painted it grey and then put the old white over the top of it. And what I now want to do is I just wanted to have just some little layers or areas of just a little bit of a sheen, just to give it a little bit of life. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So there you have it. And Annie, from my place here in New Zealand, I just want you to know that in your place in Oxford, I am coming, and we are going to be doing some lovely painting. Now, let me just show you about the shoes. When I did the shoes using a smaller paintbrush, and you know, sometimes I just think it's the things that you do that you're not really expecting that actually make a little project go to another level. And you know, and I just looked at these shoes and thought, well, I don't really like these shoes anymore. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't matter. So there we have doing a pair of shoes. And I know that when I look down, I'm going to feel a little bit like Dorothy of Oz, except I'm going to have pearl shoes on. So just get into all those wee cracks there. So I hope you have enjoyed that, because I've enjoyed sharing this with you. And now that I have this new glaze finish, I just think that I'll be able to finish all of those craft projects that are so willing me to attend to them. Thanks for watching. I hope I have inspired you to go to a new level with your craft projects. I will see you all again another day. Keep safe and be well.